Chapter 7 Integrals, lecture number 6. In this exercise, we'll discuss about integration by parts. Now, how to apply integration by parts? That means two product functions will be given to you. Let's suppose integral of fx gx dx. Now, what you need to do? You need to consider, let's suppose you are taking fx as first function, gx as second function. So the rule for applying integration by parts is whenever two product functions are given, first function same, integration of second function minus whole of integral, differentiation of first function into integration of second function whole of integral dx. So this is the exact statement we have written here. The integral of the product of two functions is equivalent to first function integral of second function minus whole of integral differentiation of first function into integral of the second function. Then you need to take the integration of this function. So how to apply that? How can I consider that this is your first function and this is your second function? For this you need to remember that ILAT. I stands for inverse function. So firstly, you need to prefer inverse, then logarithmic, then algebraic, then trigonometric, then exponential. And one more formula is given in the integration by parts. Whenever I am getting this kind of form, if this function is given and this is the derivative of the given function, then the final answer is ex fx plus c. So we'll get the situation later on in the last of the exercise 7.6. Firstly, we'll start with by parts. Now, first and second question are same, so I am starting with the second question. This is x, this is sine 3x, this is algebraic, this is trigonometric. So first function is this, second function is this. So what is the rule? First function same, integration of second function minus whole of integral derivative of first function into integration of sine 3x dx. So basically this I need to proceed, and this is whole of integral with respect to dx. So x will remain the same. Integration of sine 3x is minus cos 3x upon 3 minus 1 minus cos 3x upon 3 dx. So finally I am getting minus x cos 3x by 3, and this is 1 by 3 cos 3x dx. So my final answer is minus cos 3x upon 3 plus this will become sine 3x upon 3. So 1 upon 3 into 3 will become 1 upon 9 plus c. So this is your answer. Now come to the question number third. In question number third, they will be giving you x square ex dx. So ILAT, you need to follow this order like BODMAS, and now this is your ILAT. So in the ILAT, what you need to do? In the ILAT, you need to do, this is your algebraic, this is your exponential. So this is your first function, this is your second function. Fine. So first function same, integration of second function minus whole of integral differentiation of first function into integration of second function whole of integral dx. So answer is x square ex minus 2x e raised to the power x dx. So x square ex, we can apply more than one, that by parts. Again I need to apply the by parts. This is your first function, this is your second function. Again apply the same rule. This will remain the same, minus 2. First function same, integration of second function. I am writing directly. Minus differentiation of x is 1, integration of second function ex. Now final answer is x square ex minus 2 x ex minus ex plus c. So answer is x square ex minus 2x ex minus 2ex this is plus c. So this is your final answer. Or if you want to take the common, so common will be x square minus 2x plus 2. So that's not required. Otherwise, if you are living here, that's okay. Now, come to the question number 4. In question number 4, I am having x log x. So, what will be your first function? This will be your first function. This will be your second function. First function same. Integration of second function is x square by 2 minus differentiation of first function. Log x is 1 upon x into x square by 2 dx. So, I am getting log x into x square by 2, and this will become 1 by 2 x dx. So final answer is log x into x square by 2 minus x square by 2 into 2, 4 plus c. So this will be your final answer. Now we'll attempt 6th question. X square log x dx. So what do you need to do? This is your first function, this is your second function. First function same, integration of second function minus 1 upon x, differentiation of first function, integration of second function dx. This is same like the previous one. So final answer is x cube log x upon 3, and this is minus 1 by 3 x square dx. So final answer is x cube log x upon 3, and this will become x cube upon 9 plus c. Now come to the question number 7th. So in question number 7th, what you need to do? Question is x sine inverse x. Now if I am talking about this, then what you need to do? First function inverse, highlight. This is your first function, this is your second function. So what you need to do? If I want to calculate, let's suppose this is I. So I is equivalent to first function sine inverse x integration of second function x square by 2 minus differentiation of sine inverse x is 1 upon under root 1 minus x square into x square by 2 dx. So I am getting x square sine inverse x by 2, and here I am getting minus 1 by 2 x square under root 1 minus x square dx. Now for this, what I need to do? This will remain the same, x square sine inverse x by 2. So I need to do 1 by 2. I am adding and subtracting with plus 1 minus 1, because 1 minus x square 1. Okay, if I want to write 1 minus x square minus 1, if I will write like this, and if I'll make it plus 1, then whenever I am solving, I will get minus x square. Suppose this is your this. So I have add 1 minus 1. So under root 1 minus x square dx. So x square sine inverse x upon 2 plus 1 by 2. Now split the terms. 1 minus x square raised to the power 1. This is 1 minus x square raised to the power 1 by 2 dx. And 1 by 2 I am getting again 1 by 2. And this is minus now 1 upon under root 1 square a square minus x square dx. So finally what I am getting? X square sine inverse x by 2 1 by 2, and this will become 1 square minus x square, and this will become minus 1 by 2 integral of 1 square minus x square. Now what I want to tell you, this formula you already know. This formula we will attempt in the next exercise, but I am telling you here because we are using this. Use under root a square minus x square dx. So formula for this integration is x by 2 under root a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x upon a plus c. So this formula I need to apply here. So before applying this formula, what I need to do? X square sine inverse x upon 2 will remain the same. There will be a no change. So for this I need to apply this formula. 1 by 2 will remain same, and I am putting a square minus x square. That means x by 2 under root 1 minus x square plus 1 by 2 sine inverse x. So basically, and this will become 1 upon under root a square minus x square. So this will become sine inverse x plus c. So what I am getting? X square sine inverse x by 2, and this will become x by 4 under root 1 minus x square 1 by 4 sine inverse x, and this is the integration of this term. So I am getting 1 by 2 sine inverse x plus c. So now this will be your final answer, or if you want to take common, you can take it. Okay.